Welcome students, welcome to our YouTube channel Chemistry Table. Today I am going to discuss the topic of periodic table, and this is the part 10 video of periodic table. We complete this chapter periodic table according to the syllabus given in Concise, that is based on ICSE Class 10. Today I'll discuss the backbone of the chemistry. If you understand this concept, you can surely get one common question in the section A of the ICSE board, that is the position of the element. One question definitely will come in your board examination. And at the last part of the video, I'll give one common question for the board. So let's get started. According to the Concise, that is Selena, today we have the first topic, atomic number. What is atomic number? Atomic number means number of protons. Number of protons present in an atom. This is the atomic number. So, for example, if you take sodium, its atomic number is 11. If you consider hydrogen, atomic number 1. If you consider helium, atomic number 2. Okay, so atomic number means number of protons. It is the definition, number of the protons present in an atom. Okay, this is the first point. Second point is that, keeping in your mind, suppose this is an atom. Proton always present in nucleus. This proton, nucleus contain proton plus neutron. Okay, and the outermost shell contain electron. So position of the proton is always inside the nucleus. Okay, done. Okay, now tell me one concept. During the chemical reaction, if you complete the previous all parts, then you can definitely give the answer of that question. Tell me, during the chemical reaction, all of you know, this atom lose electron from this shell, lose electrons, and also gain the electron in this outermost shell, gain the electron. So during the chemical reaction, atom lose and gain the electrons where? In the outermost shell. Now it is not possible to lose proton and neutron from the nucleus. Generally it is not possible. Yes, it is possible to lose proton and neutron in case of radioactive reaction, but it is not in our syllabus. So first try to understand, during the chemical reaction all the atoms lose or gain the electron in the last shell. It is not possible to lose proton and neutron from the nucleus. So try to understand a concept. In case of sodium, this sodium, what is its electronic configuration? 2, 8 and 1. Now in case of sodium, proton number is 11, electron number is 11 also. Okay, during the chemical reaction, is sodium lose one electron? This electron, if sodium lose, then its electron number, since it lose one, electron number become 10, but the number of proton must be constant, because I already told it is not possible to lose the proton generally from the nucleus. So keeping in your mind, in all cases number of proton remain constant and same throughout the reaction, but number of electron may be increased or decreased. If lose, then decrease. If gain, then increase. Okay, so if you follow the Concise, then some points are given. First, distinguish. Since the number of proton remain constant, then all the atoms that given in periodic table, all the atoms have the different number of proton present in the nucleus. Suppose, tell me, in case of magnesium, look at the board. This is the first example. Try to understand. If you note down this, no, you can attempt all the conceptual question even. This is the first example, sodium. Look at the board. If you understand properly, in case of magnesium, so what is the electronic configuration of magnesium? 282. So in case of magnesium, what is the number of proton? 12. Number of electron also 12. But if magnesium lose 2 electrons from its outermost shell, so -2, then it become 10. So look at the board. In case of sodium, when it lose 1 electron, then its electron number become 10. In case of magnesium also, after losing this 2 electron number becomes same. So in case of sodium, after losing 1 electron, and in case of magnesium, after losing 2 electron, their electron number becomes same. But what is about their proton number? Always different. So from the proton number we can distinguish the two elements. Okay, so always clear your concept with the help of an example. So we can, what is the first topic that is given in Selena after this atomic number? We can distinguish the two atoms with the help of its proton number. Proton number always be different for all the atoms. Hydrogen proton number 1, helium 2, lithium 3, beryllium 4, and so on. Sodium 11, magnesium 12, and so on. So this is the one point. It is very, very important for your board, but it is not given in Selena this example. So please note down this example, that is definitely give benefit in board exam. Sodium and magnesium proton number is always different, but electron number may be same after losing some electron. Okay, so this is the first point. Okay, now look at the board second point. Keeping in your mind, second point means this point already it is done. Now second point, keeping in your mind, number of proton is always equal to number of electrons, but for neutral atom. Neutral atoms. Okay, neutral atom means, what do you mean by neutral atom? When there is no charge, suppose Na plus, it is not neutral. Suppose O, 2 minus, it is not neutral. What do you mean by neutral? There is no charge, only atom. It is called neutral. So in case of neutral atom, in case of sodium, number of proton is 11, electron is 11. In case of magnesium, number of proton is 12, electron is always 12. So this is also example. In case of neutral atom, this word is important. In case of neutral atom, the number of proton and the number of electron is always equal. Now the second point is electronic configuration. What is electronic configuration? If you know the number of proton 11, so you can definitely say number of electron is also 11, because both are same. So number of electron is 11 means electronic configuration 2, then 8, then 1. Now suppose in question it is given magnesium number of proton is 12. So what is its electronic configuration? Since number of proton is 12, so number of electron is also 12. So what is electronic configuration? 282. Understand? So from the number of proton we can also understand the electronic configuration of the atom. Okay, now third point. Third point is very, very important for your board examination. Position of the element. Even this concept is also important for class 11. So but for our ICSE class 10, one question will definitely come in section A about the position of the element. Okay, what is the position of the element? Suppose consider an atom X. I do not know what is the atom X, maybe any atom. Consider first atom X having number of proton is 17. Since it is neutral, that is there is no charge, so number of proton 17 means number of electron is also 17. So tell me what is its electronic configuration? Electronic configuration is 2, 8, 7. Okay, now all of you know the position indicates. Position means in periodic table we have group, that is column, and we have period also. Okay, that is row. So look at the board. In case of this element, how many orbits are there? 3. Why? Look at the board. In first orbit 1 2 electrons are there. In second orbit 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, and in third orbit also 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So how many orbits? 3. Now since here 3 orbit or shell, first, second and third, 3 shells are there. So keeping in your mind, when the element given, first write down the electronic configuration. 3 electronic, that is 3 shell. From this electronic configuration we can predict. Therefore the periods of the element is third, that is these elements belongs to third period. So in exam, if one element is given with its atomic number, how to calculate the periods? Periods, first you have to calculate, since the number of proton is 17, so number of electron is also 17. From 17 write down the electronic configuration. How many electronic configuration? 3. So third period. Suppose if the electronic configuration is 2 8, so how many? 2. Then your answer is second. Okay, since here 3, so what is the number of period? Third. Now if in exam, suppose in question it is given, find out the number of groups. In which groups? Okay, how to calculate groups? According to the electronic configuration, what is the last number? 7. So always 10 plus 7, so your answer is 17. 17 is the number of group. Okay, so group number is 17 and period number is third. So this is the answer. So we already completed this position of the elements. So this question may will come in exam. If an atom having number of proton is 17, then calculate its position in periodic table. Position means calculate the periods and group. Done. Okay. Okay, so we completed our first topic is atomic number. Then we have second concept, mass number. Atomic number is denoted by Z and mass number is denoted by A. Okay, suppose consider an atom X. Always mass number written at above and atomic number written at the base of an element. So Z indicates atomic number and A indicates mass number. Mass number. Example, if you want to give example, you can take beryllium or helium. Suppose if you choose helium, then your answer is 2 4. Suppose it is given, so 2 means atomic number, higher upper number is mass number. Okay, if you consider beryllium also, then 4 9. So tell me, in case of beryllium, what is the atomic number? 4. What is the mass number? 9. So memorize these two example, because if this question will come in exam, define mass number. Always after definition try to give minimum one example. So what is mass number I will discuss later, but after define it, give at least one example. Okay, now what is mass number? Mass number means number of proton plus number of neutron. So here mass number equal to number of proton plus number of neutron. Tell me, number of proton itself called atomic number. Atomic number means number of proton. I already discussed. So mass number means atomic number plus number of neutron, because proton means atomic number. Atomic number plus neutron is mass number. Understand all of you? Okay, you can also give example here after define it. What is the definition of mass number? After defining it, then give example, helium or beryllium, anyone. Okay, now after this, in concise we have few notes. Look at the board. First note, note number 1. Okay, if you consider some atoms having odd number of proton or some atoms having even number of proton. Okay, first I discuss about even number, then I will discuss about odd number. Okay, tell me an example of an atom having even number of proton, helium 2, carbon 6, okay, and their mass number 4 and here mass number 12. From these two example, can you derive any formula of mass number? Yes. What is the mass number in case of atom having lower number means number of proton, that is atomic number. In case of atom having even number of proton, then its mass number is just double. See, 2 into 2 4, 6 into 2 12. Okay, so what is the formula of mass number? Atom having even number of proton, then their mass number is just double. Okay, but there is some exception also. Exception also means one of the important exception is beryllium. Tell me what is the number of proton in beryllium? Obviously I just discuss it, 4, but in case of beryllium, number of proton and neutron, that is mass number, is 9. So see, here mass number is just into 2, but if you multiply 4 into 2, it become 8, but mass number of beryllium is 9. So this is exception. Exception. Another exception is argon. Argon atomic number is 18, but mass number is 40. Okay, so keeping in your mind this formula as well as exception, this is also important for MCQ in section A. Generally mass number is double of the atomic number when the atom having even number of proton, but there is some exception. If the even number of proton is there, sometime it does not follow this rule. Understand? Okay, so in case of even, we have this rule as well as exception. Now try to understand about the odd number. Okay, odd. Okay, give me an example of an atom having odd number of proton. Okay, first consider lithium. Tell me what is the number of proton present in lithium? Obviously hydrogen 1, helium 2 and lithium 3. So look at the board, 3. Okay, what is its mass number? 7. Okay, can you tell me any formula here? See, in the previous case, if you multiply these two, then mass number will come, but here after multiplication by 2, it becomes 6, then 6 plus 1. So what is the formula? What is the formula? Mass number A equal to atomic number is represented by Z. So Z into 2 plus 1. So keeping in your mind, atom having odd number of proton, then its mass number is multiplied by 2 into 1. Okay. Now in case of boron, can anyone tell me what is the number of proton in boron? Obviously 5. So tell me what is its mass number? Multiply by 2 plus 1. So 5 into 2, 10. 10 plus 1, 11. All of you understand? So note down this formula. Note down this formula, Z into 2 plus 1. Okay. Now, okay, you can memorize any 1 or 2. It is enough, or give the example. Now, if I want to give another one, tell me what is the mass number of sodium? 11 means odd number. So into 2 plus 1, 11 into 2, 22 plus 1, 23. So in case of even number, just multiply by 2. In case of odd number, multiply by 2 plus 1. But in case of even number, there is exception. In case of odd number, there is also exception. So try to understand about exception. Exception. Okay, tell me what is the atomic number of nitrogen? What is the atomic number of nitrogen? Nitrogen atomic number is 7. So according to the formula, what is the number of proton plus neutron, that is mass number? Nitrogen 7, so 7 into 2, 14 plus 1, so 15, but nitrogen mass number is 14. So see, it is odd number, so formula for odd number into 2 plus 1, but it does not follow the formula. Okay, another example, very important example, hydrogen. So hydrogen, it is odd number, so odd number is into 1, so 1 into 1 means 1 plus 1 2, but in case of hydrogen mass number is also 1. So these two are exception for atom having odd number of proton. Done. Note number, this is note number 2, even is note number 1, already done. It is note number 2. Now note number 3. Okay, note number 3, tell me in case of sodium what is the number of proton? 11, electron 11. Okay, so how to calculate the number of proton? How to calculate the number of proton? I already discussed, it is number of proton, that is atomic number, and it is mass number. Mass number means protons plus neutrons. Proton plus neutrons. Okay, so now how to calculate the number of neutron? Atomic number means only proton, mass number means proton plus neutron. So if you minus this proton from here, then you can easily calculate the number of neutron. So formula of neutron is A minus Z. Okay, so in case of sodium, 11 and 23. Why it is 23? I already discussed, it is odd. So odd, what is the formula for odd? Into 2 plus 1. So 11 into 2, 22 plus 1, 23. So 23 is number of proton plus neutron. So what is the number of neutron? Atomic number minus mass number minus atomic number. Mass number is 23, atomic number is 11. So what is the answer? 12. Okay, here the answer is 12. Okay, now keeping in your mind, if N by P ratio, neutron divided by proton ratio is 1, then now if N by P, neutron by proton ratio is 1, then atom is stable. Stable example is sodium, magnesium, calcium, hydrogen, helium. That's all are given in periodic table. So this is a sub part of note number 3. Neutron by proton ratio is 1, then the atom is stable. But sub point B, if neutron by proton ratio is equal to 1.5 and more than that, equal to minimum 1.5 and more than that, then they are radioactive. Example, uranium, formula is U. Okay, memorize these two part. Okay, now we completed atomic number and mass number. Okay, now today I will give one question that is the very important question, and the not only important, it is a common question for your ICSE board. Okay, so try to note down the question. Now this is our question, that is this is our homework, very important question for our board. Group 17 elements are non-metal. I already told what is non-metal. Non-metal means has a tendency to accept electron, while group 1 elements are strong metal. What is and metal? Metal has a tendency to lose an electron, it is gain an electron. So it is very important question. If you complete the previous parts, you can definitely give the answer of that question. I will upload the answer in our WhatsApp channel. The link of the channel given in description box. So we already completed the periodic table full chapter. Only in part 11 I will discuss the main difference between these group 1 elements and group 17 elements. It is also important. And part 11, after completion of part 11, try to complete all the 11 parts, part 1 to next part 11, all the parts. After completion of this part, you can definitely ready for your board examination. After completion, read one time this concise, then you can see I will cover all the points, all the lines, all the concept that given in Selena. Okay, and for more question answer, follow our WhatsApp channel. Thank you.